Beautiful Saturday afternoon. I love weekends because they're a chance to get ahead while somebody else might be slacking off. I'm definitely making sure stuff is getting done. And it's just so pretty outside. It's such a good time of year. So it was suggested to me to elaborate per our last video on what really is doing your best. And it reminded me of a quote. One of my favorite quotes is from Zig Ziglar, and it's, success is not what you've done compared to what others have done. Success is what you've done compared to what you could have done. And I love that topic because it's like being competitive with yourself, measuring your success against yourself and not constantly comparing yourself to other people. I think we do that too much, comparing ourselves to other people in a negative way, where we get kind of upset or frustrated about where we are or what we're good at or what we're not good at compared to what somebody else has or is good at, when really we should just be comparing to ourselves and what we are fully capable of. So I think that doing your best is definitely comparing yourself to what you're fully capable of. But how do we even measure that, right? Going a little bit deeper. And it got me thinking that, I really, especially when I was just working on my own self-management, so I could get everything down to a T, I used to really pretend like my mentor was just like watching me, was just with me all day long. So if your mentor or your role model or whoever you look up to or whoever's really cheering you on, if they were with you or watching you all day long, would you do anything differently? So yesterday when you were, wanting to get things done or supposed to be working or, getting ahead or taking, a step towards your dreams, when that was the intention, the person who is your biggest role model, if they were watching you, how would they have critiqued you? What would they have said? And if that's the case right now, if you're, again, you're either taking a step backwards or a step forward, what are you doing today? And if the person who is your role model and cheering you on, if they were watching you, would you be doing the same things? And I think that is doing your best, is if they would say, I would absolutely have nothing to say. I would be doing the exact same things. I would advise you to do the exact same things. So in addition to asking yourself that question, maybe that's another question is, my mentor, if they were with me all day long, what would they say? What advice would they have for me? And I think that if we're really honest with ourselves, that there's probably not a ton of days where they would have nothing to say, where they would have no feedback. And I think that that's a really good measuring stick. So again, really good quote from Zig Ziglar: compare yourself to yourself and what you're fully capable of, rather than always comparing yourself to somebody else and what they have or what they're good at. A lot of times we're always really capable of more, and it's realizing that. Everybody have an awesome day. Talk to you later.